Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, so today we're going to be checking out a couple of really cool little fixed blade knives from ODENWOLF. So while we're on the subject of ODENWOLF, don't forget down below you'll have my affiliate link, and also you will have my discount code. You can use either one of those on ODENWOLF's website to get you some money off of any order or purchase that you make through the ODENWOLF store. And also right now, ODENWOLF is running a special where if you spend $50 or more, you will get a free W1 knife, fixed blade knife from them. You can see those very easily right on their website. Or if you spend $100 or more, you will get a free sow catcher, which is like a really big bad mofo of almost looks like a Roman gladius or something like that, like a little short sword. It's a really cool looking little blade. Well, it's not little, but kind of like a smaller chopper or whatever. I don't have either one of those knives. I have a couple that are similar. If you want to check out my other videos on that. But anyway, so you spend those $50 or $100 increments and you'll get yourself a couple free knives. So, all right. So ODENWOLF sent me these knives. So just full disclosure, I didn't pay for them with my own money. However, I've been very loyal to the ODENWOLF brand ever since they reached out to me after I made a video unsolicited, didn't know anything about the company other than I found a knife on Amazon one time and I thought it was really cool and I bought it and I did a video about it. And after that, they reached out to me and wanted me to be an affiliate and keep, testing their knives and reviewing them. So here we are. All right, so these are cool. You know, hey now, these are cool knives. These are little, small fixed blades. So as you can see, we've got one in a black handle with a classic drop point Scandi grind. And then we've got another in a green TPE handle with more of ODENWOLF's kind of signature blade design there. You've got some different bevels going on, and then you get down into the cutting portion of the blade where it's almost like a hollow convex hybrid down to your micro bevel cutting edge there. So, classic drop point, but with some of ODENWOLF's lines and bevels that are unique to the ODENWOLF line. Now, what I like about ODENWOLF knives, both of these knives are under $20 USD. And then with the discount that you can get by using my links, you get it for even less. So that's awesome. But what I really like about ODENWOLF, and these are really good knives at such a great budget price. I mean, they feel like quality. They use D2 tool steel, which, it's not some super crazy wonder steel, but D2 is a really great steel. And many knife makers still use it, higher end, lower end, whatever. D2 is a really just great all around steel. So I like D2 tool steel for a knife blade. It's pretty corrosion resistant, not too bad to sharpen, holds a good edge. It's a good, all around middle of the road quality steel. But anyway, what I like about ODENWOLF is, you get a premium feeling box. If you give this to someone as a gift, I say they feel like they're getting something. They get a nice box. It's in a sleeve. It details what you're getting. And with these little knives here, you get a really cool little sheath as well. And what I love about it, I never thought I would really have much use for a fixed blade that's this small, but as soon as I got these knives, all kinds of ideas started running into my head, especially carrying one or the other. I've been carrying the Scandi grind because I just kind of like, how it's almost like a scalpel, with the design of the Scandi grind. And the reason for that is if you've ever been inside of an animal carcass or, skinning something out or, field dressing a deer or anything like that, as well as I do that too big of a knife is just in the way. When you're up inside the carcass, it can be dangerous. I've always pondered the idea of getting a really small fixed blade like this to skin out and field dress animals, but I never did it because I just always used my other fixed blades, you know, whatever, classic knives, hunting knives. But if you've ever been inside of an animal carcass, you know as well as I do, you're kind of feeling, you don't want to puncture the guts, you want to maybe get the heart out, you know, whatever, undamaged, the sweetbreads, if you like that kind of thing. So, but see this here? Look, I'm gonna get into the details of this, but I just want to show you real quick. Look at that. That is perfect. I can skin off hide, and it's like literally an extension of my finger. And you know, my finger doesn't go past it where I maybe cut myself. I can just put the tip of my finger just past the tip of the knife blade. And what I can do is like I can feel when I bump into something with my finger, and I know my knife blade's right there, and I can essentially follow along into something with basically my fingertip with a blade on it. And I think it's going to work wonderfully. Now, I haven't had an opportunity to try it yet for skinning out an animal or field dressing an animal. It may not work as well as I think it's going to. Our deer season just opened on September 1st, and I haven't bagged one yet. But I think it's going to do great based off of my many years of experience doing that kind of thing. What I like about these, in addition to hopefully it's going to work for that, is the handles on these are full tang, and they are the exact same quality as all their other knives in a smaller package. But you know what I've noticed with some knives that are maybe a neck knife or something like that, you know, you seem to sacrifice somewhere, right? And you're going to sacrifice something with a knife this small, especially a EDC fixed blade like this. But the handle, I've got big hands. I wear large gloves, and sometimes large gloves can be a little tight depending on the brand. But pretty much, I'm a large glove guy. I feel like I've got something in my hand here with this handle. You know, I don't. I feel like that I'm not going to lose it. It's got, yeah. I mean, it doesn't. If I grab it all the way up here, which just isn't practical with this, you're not chopping something or anything. You know, to me, this is more of a little slicer or, like I said, skinning. You know, those little types of chores. Obviously, opening boxes, all kinds of uses for a little knife like this. But what I like is it's just the natural feel of it, the ergonomics of it. You know, you've got this little bit of this palm swell down here on the bottom of the handle, and that palm swell just perfectly fits right in there in the kind of the nook of your hand. And then look at that, my right there into that choil, my middle finger goes, and then my pointer finger just naturally wants to rest right here. And there's my thumb, and it's just all kind of just really nicely feels good in my hand. It might be different for you depending on your hand size or how you may hold this knife. But what's great about these little knives is just the functionality. You could mix and match the sheaths if you wanted to. But what I love about them is if you want to have an EDC fixed blade, but you're not quite sure, you know, maybe you want to try it out before you start carrying an EDC fixed blade every day. You don't want something too big. This is great because they give you this nice, robust spring steel, or it's like a spring. I don't know what steel this is. I don't want to say it's spring steel, but it's you know, the way that it rebounds reminds me of a spring. But it's good quality clip here that you can just. I've been actually just tucking one of these right behind my hip, and I don't even know it's there. I mean, I'm being dead serious. I've got a sweet little fixed blade on me. EDC fixed blade deployable. Now you could use this in a self-defense situation. I mean, you could jab this into, you know, someone's jugular or something like that if you had to. Not trying to be grim, but you know, let's face it, you never know what you might have to do out there in this world. So self-defense, absolutely. But you know, for those of us who aren't going to be shanking people, hopefully, you know, cutting sandwiches, meats, cheeses, whatever at camp, you know, nice quick little shoop, you know, dicing things. Just, it's just so cool to have a little small fixed blade like this that is on your side, hardly weighs anything. I don't even know the exact weight on it because it doesn't matter because it's not heavy at all. And it just fits right into its little sheath, nice and snug. And when you're ready to take it off at the end of the day or whatever, boom, there you go. Now you could, you know, carry it horizontally, scout style, if you wanted to. You know, the only thing with if you're carrying it scout style, well, if you're left-handed, it would be better because then the orientation is going to be like this when you pull it out. If you're right-handed, well, actually, you know what? You can switch this. So if you wanted to scout carry this, or if you're a lefty or a righty, you can actually flip this clip around. So you could scout carry, you know, if you're a righty, which is pretty neat. So, you know, a lot of uses and versatility. Also, these little knives, each one came with this little package here, which I have not opened yet. But they allegedly come with a... Now, I'm assuming that this is your ferro rod here, and this is your striker. Now, typically, I always do a ferro rod test with the back of the knife, well, on the spine of the knife, to see how the actual knife strikes a ferro rod. But these come with this necklace, and I suppose if you wanted to turn this into a neck knife, you certainly could. I'm not a neck knife guy. I feel like even when it's a lightweight knife, it still kind of pulls too heavy on my neck. I'm just not a neck knife guy. Don't want that big bulky thing around my neck. However, you could do it with this pretty easily, make these a neck knife. So let's jump ahead to a ferro rod test here with the thing that they send us. It's got all this paint on it. I saw a little tiny spark. Now, I haven't tried this yet. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not getting a whole lot. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, there we go. So that actually worked pretty well. Okay, once you get the coating off of the ferro rod there, the magnesium rod. Now, I don't know if you can shave any of this off. Looks like you can. You can shave off some of the magnesium flakes if you wanted to put that down. Let's just, for, you know, poops and giggles, as they say, let's just see if the back of one of these knives will spark off of this little ferro rod. There you go. See? So that was the non-scandy grind. I have no doubts that there we go. It's very, very small. Woo! There we go. All right, so, you know, you got to get it just right. You really got to get that coating off of there, and it works. Both of these knives have really good 90-degree spines on them, but as you can see, the 90-degree spine on the Scandi ground is a lot more robust. So, and I'm just finding that I'm naturally gravitating towards the Scandi myself. I just really like it. I kind of wish it was in the green handle, but that's okay. These are what they sent me. I'm not complaining. So they both come with those lanyards with the ferro rod, the little ferro rod striker, and you saw they do work, especially if you use this little ferro rod striker that has these teeth on it. So that's cool. I love that. You know, this is just fun. You get this little lanyard, you could ball this up, put it in your pocket. Now you've got a secondary fire starting method that's really not taking up any space or weight. You know, you've got it there as a redundancy to your lighter or whatever your preferred method of combustion creation is. All right, so we've done it all. We've talked about the knives, we've talked about the blades, we've talked about the comfort of the handle, we've talked about the ergonomics of and design of the blades, we've talked about the two different blade profiles and the grinds on them. We talked about the nice snug fit into the sheaths, but not too snug. Neat little reversible pocket clip, whatever, belt clip. Now, another thing I always like to do is a sharpness test right out of the box. Now, I did use one of these. I think it was this one for a very light cutting chore when I first got them. So we're going to, now these are small blades. We're going to go ahead and do a sharpness test. Okay. This is out of the box, guys. I have not done anything whatsoever. All right, that was the Scandi. Passed my sharpness test out of the box. There we go. The W Mini, non-Scandi. So there you go. Blazing right through that printer paper like it's nobody's business. All right, well, look, I always say in my videos, you know, especially if you're a novice, you're not real good at sharpening knives or something like that, or you're learning, I want my knife to come right out of the box and be able to go right on my hip without having to do anything. I don't want to strop it. I don't want to sharpen it. I don't want to touch it up. If I have to, I have to, but I don't want to have to. I want to be able to take it out of the box, do a quick little sharpness test like this, and say, yeah, you know what? I can go right out in the field with this knife, or I can put it right on my belt and not be worried about anything. And I know that it's going to be sharp until I use it so much that it needs to be sharpened again. So there you go, guys. For less than 20 bucks, just pretty sweet, pretty cool little fixed blades that you can tuck one of these in your waistband, on your belt, whatever, in your little hunting pack as a backup. Obviously, this is not going to be your bushcraft knife. All right, let's be honest. You know, small carving, things like that. Yeah, you're not batoning with this. You're not, you know, chopping with this or anything like that. But for a lot of other camp chores, it'll be just great. So, you know, an awesome, what I would consider a companion knife, where you're saving the blade on something else, or solely you're saving this for that game skinning and you know, gutting out animals or whatever. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget about the discounts and the links down below. Check all that down below. And hey, till next time, I'll see you on the happy hunting grounds. Thank you very much.